Remakes are always a fun topic and interesting to play whether you're brand new to the franchise or a diehard fan. The diehard fans want to see what's changed and hopefully improved, and the new players overall just want to experience something new. Me personally, I always heard about Silent Hill but never played it, and I'm not a massive survival horror fan. I did see the movie way back when it released, but honestly don't remember too much about it. So for me, I wanted to find out what Silent Hill 2 Remake was all about, and this is my review for the game. Our character, James Sunderland, finds himself back in Silent Hill when he gets a letter from his deceased wife of 3 years telling him that she's waiting in their special place in Silent Hill. The story of Silent Hill is, in fact, a survival horror game, but has psychological horror aspects as you begin to progress through the game and unfold the story for yourself. I personally love those psychological horror aspects of stories like this, and a big example of this would be something like The Sixth Sense. Like most other survival horror games, resources are limited and you'll need to decide when you want to stomp a mud hole into an enemy or pump them full of bullets. There are various puzzle aspects to the game, which I really enjoyed. Most often throughout the game, you'll come to a central area that has a puzzle, and you'll need to proceed through the area and find all the pieces to the puzzle to solve it in order to progress. I will say though, after 18 hours of doing this, it did start to get a little old. The game does attempt to break this up a bit in a few instances, as you'll find yourself outside and free to roam a bit and not in the cramped, decrepit, and crumbling buildings in Silent Hill. The remake is substantially longer than the original I've read. The original was about 8 hours, and the remake is about 18 or so. And in addition, there are 8 endings to the game, which is absolutely wild in my opinion. Performance was rock solid for the game. I did not have any issues or crashing in my 18 hours of play. Visually, the game looked stunning despite it being extremely dark most of the time. The environments, from the lighting to set pieces, were all extremely well done, and the whole tone of the game is set from that in games like this. So they really nailed it. As far as replayability, I personally do not have a real burning desire to replay through the game, although the prospect of grabbing the chainsaw in New Game Plus and using that as a melee option actually does sound really fun. As with most horror games in the same genre, there's the option for challenge runs because the game gives you a screen of your stats at the end of the game, which was pretty fun to see that I died 72 times and dodged 1,200 and some odd times. I'm keeping this pretty short because honestly, I don't have anything too negative to say about the game. And this is the type of game where you don't want to say much as you might give things away doing that. Overall, I'd give the game a 10 out of 10, despite the gameplay loop getting a little bit old after 18 hours. Like I said, I'm not a huge survival horror fan, so others that are will have a blast with this remake, most likely. Things like Dead Space and the Callisto Protocol are more my speed, mainly because they're more action oriented. In my opinion, the game released at the perfect time, considering Halloween is at the end of the month. So, what are your thoughts on the game? Are you a first time player like me or a diehard Silent Hill player and theory crafter? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear them, and I'd love to hear your theories about the game. So, that is going to do it for the review for Silent Hill 2 Remake. Hopefully, you all enjoyed. Hopefully, you're doing well. Stay tuned. More coming at you. Take care.